Hey everybody, Joe here. I'm going to be reviewing the CSGO Weapom tier list by making my own. Let's start with the AK-47. The end all be all. Everybody wants this thing. Everybody needs this thing. It's missing a tier, so let's add one row above. Styrog is pretty good. It's not going to beat out an AK in some scenarios, but it will beat out in some others. But the AK usually comes out on top. Ah, the AWP. The most controversial thing known to man. OP. You can't say one shot is not OP. This C tier, it's okay. It used to be really good, but then they nerfed it to the floor, so yeah. The Desert Eagle, pretty effective. One shot headshot, and pretty good for the body shot follow-ups. I myself wouldn't find myself using too much, but it's okay. Dual Elites, a solid B tier choice. You'll beat out the CZ, but you won't beat out the Eagle. The FAMAS, an okay rifle. Not the worst, not the best. 5.7, used to be cracked, now it's glacked. It's a B tier superstar at best. GSG-9, pretty good. The GSG-9 basically is an auto sniper that a lot of people say is OP. It's really not. The GSG-9 just allows you to do better follow-ups, which a lot of people complain, saying that makes it OP. My argument is, if you miss your follow-ups, then it's not as good as the AWP, which just rewards you for lobotomizing yourself and going for one shots in the torso or the head. Next we have the cheap man's AK. It's okay. Glock, an okay starting weapon. A lot of the pistols are okay starting weapons. The M249, don't touch it. It sucks. It's basically a $5,000 money waster. If you're winning enough to buy this, you're winning enough to buy a Negev. M4A1, it's pretty good. Not as good as an AK, but pretty solid. This, just as good as an M4A1S, but not good, better than it. MAC-10, solid choice. You're buying this on eco rounds anyways, so it's a solid choice. Mag-7, a solid choice for shotguns. For the CT side, MP5. I noticed that this thing doesn't get kills as good as other SMGs, so it's going down to B tier with the rest of these things. Solid eco round purchase and a solid eco round purchase. These two are very interchangeable in the fact that they're both good eco rounders. The Negev, it's pretty solid. It's not better than a FAMAS or the cheap AK, but for the price you're getting, it can put down a lot of firepower. This is an okay shotgun. This shotgun, while not too good, is a very solid buy. It can get you some places and maybe get you a new gun if you kill somebody. USP, yet again, right down here. Gonna put the other US, just gonna put all the pistols here. Tech 9 goes in A tier. The R8 goes right here. Too many nerfs have made it unviable to use compared to the Deagle, but it can still put up some damage. P90. A solid choice, if you will. It shall go above the other eco rounders, but not above the MAC-10. PP19. A bad eco round choice, if you ask me. UMP45. It's better than the Bison, not better than other eco round choices you can make. Sawed off. It's worse than the Benelli, but Auto Shotty. just barely breaches the way into A tier by virtue of it being automatic. Next we have the Scar H, which shares a place with its brother, the GSG9. They're very much interchangeable, but the GSG9 and the Scar H both have one thing in common, and that is people will say that you are not skilled to use them. I say all the better. If a person using an op says you need skill to use them, then, well, buddy, you're using a point-and-click adventure game as an example here. Like, honestly, you're pointing at somebody and insta-killing them. Like, that's not skill, that's just the virtue of a gun. Next, we have the SSG. This is much better than the AUG by virtue of it not being burst fire. So, it's a much better pick for its full auto capabilities. And this is a solid buy of its own. This is how the tier list is shaken out, boys. OP, Yop, S tier, you got an AK, Scar, GSGs, M4s. Top of A tier is the SG, the Scout, and the AUG. And it shakes out from here. What I'd love them to see is them to nerf the M249 price and give it the same price as the Gev. So that way, if you buy the M249, you're not wasting too much money for no upsides. Otherwise, it's a pretty average tier list. Not too big, not too small, just right. But if I had to compare anything, say anything that needs to be updated, it's the AWP. I don't get how people can say a one-shot weapon is a skill weapon when you literally one-shot somebody regardless of anything. I understand that some people could say it requires skill. You may have a point. Here's my counterpoint. How does one-shotting somebody constitute skill when it's a body shot or headshot? And all you do is point and click on them. When people use that exact same argument with the auto sniper. I'm just saying. The comparisons here are pretty weird. That's all for me, everybody. I hope you all have a good day and a good tomorrow.